So we just wanted to welcome you all to the third annual Hunter Brain Cancer Forum. We know how much of an effort it is just to be here today. So we really appreciate you taking the time. And it just goes to show we need more information out there because we've had people travel here today from Taree, Port Macquarie, Coffs, Tamworth. So that's saying a lot. You may be here because you have a loved one going through this journey or you yourself are, or you may be someone of a loved one who has had someone who's passed away. So we hope you gain a lot of resources and extra information to get you through this really challenging time. We've found that a lot of the feedback from previous years is so wonderful that you get to be in the same room as someone going through the same journey as you. A lot of people find comfort and a lot of insight from just talking with other people because it's really rare to meet someone that's on the same path as you. So please have a chat during the lunch break, introduce yourself to each other because it's amazing what you might find out, little resources and information that, you haven't been told in the past. Today is extremely raw for each and every one of you. You may be having treatment as we speak at the moment. You may be in follow-up or you may be a loved one. We even have a patient today who's his birthday and he's having surgery. So it just goes to show this is really real and we're sorry that you are here, but hopefully you get something out of today and just know that just come and go as you please. It can be a lot of information and pretty full on. So just take yourselves outside and have 5 minutes here and there if you need.
So we're lucky enough to have incredible guest speakers here today, including Marina Castellan. So she's the neuro-oncology nurse practitioner down in Sydney. We've also got Kate Jordanson, who's our neurosurgical case social worker at the John Hunter Hospital. We also have, there's a few more coming, there's Dr. James Lynham. He's a medical oncologist. He works both at Calvary Mater Newcastle and Newcastle Private Hospital. And we also have, who else have we got? We've got Dr. Mitchell Hanson. He's a neurosurgeon and he will be up shortly. He works at both the John Hunter Hospital and Newcastle Private. We also have Catherine Adams, who's a clinical psychologist and she works out of Genesis Cancer Care. So after each session of speakers, we'll have a panel discussion for you all to ask any questions you may have. On the back of the programs, we also have an area that you can fill out any questions you may have or any information that you may have gained from today. And we also have an evaluation form. We really need your feedback so we know what we can do better for next time. And thank you.
So you've probably already seen when you've walked in, we've got stalls held by Canteen. The lovely Chris is here today and we really appreciate you being here. If you have any children or grandchildren from the ages of 12 to 25, please have a chat with Chris because he might have some excellent resources because we can't even imagine how confronting it would be for these children to watch their loved one going through this. So have a chat with him during the lunch break. We've also got Philip from Brain Tumour Alliance Australia. BTAA are an amazing organisation that truly advocate for patients and their families. Philip has travelled all the way from Sydney to be here today for the third year in a row and we really appreciate you being here. Please have a chat with Philip. They have just got so much great information that could be really helpful to you. We've also got some extra information from the Cancer Council and the Hunter Cancer Biobank, which probably most of you in the room are already part of already, which is amazing, so thank you. Now I'd like to warmly welcome Mark Hughes, the founder of the Mark Hughes Foundation. We would not be in this room today without him and Kiralee and his amazing team. So I'd truly like to just thank him for everything that he has done and continues to do for every single one of you because this wouldn't be even happening without the Mark Hughes Foundation. So thanks, Mark.
Well, good morning, everyone. And as you can see, there's some fight out there. We're certainly fighting really hard, and there's so many people that are out there supporting us. We get a lot of great support, and the reason why we do that, I do that, is because for the people in this room, for people like myself, that we need answers and we need them fast. Because we get put in situations that we didn't really expect. We didn't see it coming, but they come, and that's what happens. Everyone in the room can understand where I'm coming from with that. But what we can do, we can choose how we react to these situations, because I'm not going to let cancer break my spirit. So I'm going to make sure I live the best I can each day, because we can't change what's happened the last 12 months or 2 years, or we can't change it. But we can change what happens tomorrow by the way we wake up and we smell the fresh air and we say, we're still in the fight. You know, there's families that drive down the freeway and they'll get hit and they don't get a chance to fight. They don't get that chance. We do. So all we can do is surround ourselves with positive family, positive friends. And on that, thank you to all the support people in the room, because you are so important in the journey that we're going through. So we really, really appreciate all you coming. So we can't choose, but we can live for now. Don't look ahead too much, and just try and make today a good day, and try and do little good things that brightens your day. Because that's the best way that I've found to keep a positive, strong mind, is by just focusing on today and making today good. Speaking of good, when I was diagnosed, I felt really lonely and didn't really know much about things and had no real support. So one of the first things we did, Kiralee and myself, we started plotting the foundation in my recovery ward bed, is where we started the foundation. And it's so important, even when we're down, to try and change our purpose and still try and set some goals and do some good things. Has anyone noticed that you actually get on with living a bit after diagnosis? I certainly did. You start doing things, don't you? You get on and do things, and I think everyone should live their life like that. Do that little holiday. Do that little extension. Do something with the grandkids that's special. Because we don't want to wait for tomorrow anymore. We're doing things now. And something that we've done now as a foundation, which we're very proud of, and I know everyone in the room will back this up, is the amazing job Sandy and Alicia have done. And we just can't be any more... Yeah, let's clap. We just couldn't possibly be any more prouder of the amazing work that this team does for us. And I know everyone in the room is appreciative of them, and it's a hard job at times, but they're smiling and they're always available, and they're certainly something that the Mark Hughes Foundation are very proud of. And it is our goal and our aim to try and get more of these type of in and around the other areas, so that other people get the benefit of having these amazing people there to support them along the way. After the first beanie round about 4 years ago, Paul Harrigan, who's an ambassador for the foundation, was sitting there with me, and we were talking, and he said, I think there's something special, something magic in and around this beanie idea you've got. He said, I think there's going to be some magic with this. And 3 or 4 years later, I really am seeing that he was right. There is a bit of magic in the beanies, and things are happening. Our research is going really good. But be rest assured, my wife and me are constantly into the researches about moving forward quicker, getting things done. And we're hearing some really good things, because we're in a hurry for the answers. And certainly the beanies have been the catalyst of the amazing fundraising that we've been able to do. And we're over $10 million raised now, which is a lot of money. And we've got research in Sydney, we've got research in Newcastle, we've got lots of things happening, we've got lots of plans. We have a scientific committee that steers every cent that we earn into the right spots. And they meet and we listen in the conversations, and we steer exactly what they're doing with the money, because we need these answers. We all in here, we need answers, and we need them fast. And if it's not going to help us, well, it's going to help someone else in our family down the track. That's the way I look at it. So the way that you guys can help us now is being ambassadors for us by spreading the word, telling your friends, family, and buying a beanie would be really great. So from the 1st of June, we bring out our new beanies. You can get them from Lowe's outlets. You can get them from IGAs. You can get them online if you get the Mark Hughes Foundation websites. The Nike's Kingdom, you'll be able to get them. So you'll be able to find a beanie. So we've got our 2 new beanies. beautiful pink one for the ladies with the pom-pom, and a nice black one, charcoal one for the men. Or I reckon women could wear these as well. Doesn't matter. I've seen, usually Andrew Johns wears the women's one. So you watch the footy, you watch this year, I can guarantee he'll be wearing this one, just to be different. But anyway, so they're $25. Every beanie's getting us a step closer to finding a cure. So tell your friends and let's sell as many beanies as we can. I want to thank you all for having the courage to come today and listen in. I know it can be it's a tough situation to be in. It's a tough situation to talk about, but we're in this fight and we've just got to battle on. And you're putting your hand up to say that I'm willing to fight on. So I admire all your courage, all your strength. I get scans every 4 months. I'm 5 or 6 years down the track now. I was a grade 3 when I was diagnosed. I was 36. So you know there's hope, and that's all we want out there is a bit of hope. It's a tough one, but thank you for coming. Have a great day. I do have other commitments, so I won't be staying for the day, but really appreciate all your work, and you're in great hands here with the girls. Thank you.